Alright, imagine that you are in your own private island, you are relaxing along with your partner, there's nice breeze, the waves are crashing on the beach, and the sunset is just beginning, and you just want to let that moment linger a little more. Now, you do just that. You let the sunset and the waves crashing and the breeze last longer than a few minutes. In fact, you're probably gonna make it last for an hour. Now, does that sound pretty science fiction-y? Actually, surprisingly, that kind of future is not really far off. My name is Arvind Neelakantan and I'm a game developer. I am the technical account manager for Epic Games out of India and Southeast Asia. And prior to that, I was the head of technology at Unity Technologies, the lead software architect at Disney India, and the full stack game developer for Nickelodeon Games out of Los Angeles. And I'm going to be talking about how game engines are rapidly moving beyond games and how they are providing the foundations upon which the true next generation interactive experience such as the Metaverse are going to be built. Now, beyond marketing buzzwords, edge computing, advanced graphics processing, machine learning, and high-speed connectivity or internet are creating the perfect storm for a new real-time network that delivers a rich medium for interactivity, creativity, and communication. Now, this medium is not a place where you just kind of hang out, but it is a medium where you become productive. It's not a place where you just watch movies, it's a place where you make movies. It's a place where you just don't buy products, but it's a place where you collaboratively design products. This place is what is being dubbed today as the Metaverse, and game engines and real-time 3D technologies are really the bedrock or the foundations on top of which the Metaverse is going to be built on. So, where did my journey start in all of this? I'm a Chennai boy through and through, and my journey into games began when my parents got me a Nintendo NES console when I was still in school. And unlike stereotypical Indian parents, they actually didn't mind me playing games. They in fact played games along with me. We often had like multiplayer, 2-player or 3-player games happening or being played in my house, and that was something that we did all the time. And in fact, playing games was family time. And as a kid, as I was figuring out what I wanted to do with my life, and I was just drifting around, I had an unexpected encounter with a Disney movie called 101 Dalmatians. Now, that doesn't really have anything to do with game development, you might think, but that's not the case. Because the protagonist, Roger Dealey, and I remember his name really well, is a game developer in the movie, and that really blew my mind because it didn't occur to me that you could actually make making games a career and be pretty happy about it too. But as any responsible South Indian boy, I did my mechanical engineering because that's kind of what you do. But at the back of my head, I still wanted to explore and start making games and start creating interactive content and 3D movies and whatnot. And this was also around the same time that my parents got a PC along with the 512 kbps internet connection. Now this opened up the world for me because as an introverted guy, now I could suddenly email people all around the world. I could download tools that were being used professionally despite crossing all the hurdles of my mother picking up the phone at the most inappropriate time when the download was 99% complete, for example. But despite all of that, I was able to then start making games and start making content because I was able to teach myself Flash and Maya at that time, and I was really a witness and a beneficiary to the PC and the internet revolution. Because the PC and internet, of course, not just changed my life, but it changed lives of people globally. It's all well documented, so I'm not really going to be talking about all of those things. Fast forward 10 years, another revolution happened. This was when I was working as a game developer at Nickelodeon Games in Los Angeles, and the iPhone was beginning to gain popularity. Now, before it became popular, being a game developer was a fairly obscure job. When I tried explaining it to some auntie in a wedding, it usually just ended up with her concluding that, yeah, okay, IT Java, okay. But today, game development is not an obscure profession anymore. You could make a career out of it because the games that are being made is available for more and more people because of the powerful device that they have in their hand. And at the same time, thanks to the democratization of game engines like Unreal Engine and Unity, the entry barrier for game development became lower than ever. So where is this all leading to? Where am I going with this? I want to use this analogy given by Matthew Ball, who is a technology analyst and writes a lot about the metaverse. Now, in the 80s, a computer was typically a mainframe machine, was available only for premium users like IBM or the military. Then the PC and the internet gave access to the world, but albeit occasionally. You still had to walk to a computer room, or in my house it was the front room, but at least I had access to the internet. Next came the mobile phone or the iPhone revolution, where folks were always connected or almost always connected to the internet. The next revolution that is in the making is the Metaverse revolution, where you're constantly connected to the internet. Now, no one knows what the Metaverse would really look like, but rest assured, Realtime 3D is going to be the foundation of that. And we can see that happening in the reflection of the market size of how Realtime 3D and game engines or the estimated market size for Realtime 3D across games and enterprises is about $30 to $35 billion globally, and it is only just going to increase in the coming years. And that's because real-time 3D technology and the real-time 3D pipelines are fundamentally changing the way in which content is being created. It's being created collaboratively and it's being created instantly. So instead of development process that is usually hindered by this time-intensive or slow rendering process, it's transformed into an instant one. Since the DNA of games and game engine is based on real time, we are seeing more and more industries adopting real time into their workflows. So beyond games, we are seeing industries like architecture, broadcast, film and television, automotive, manufacturing, simulation, fashion, retail, banking, and I can keep going on and on. At the same time, games are not being abandoned. Games are also going the way of video and user-generated content. And this is something similar to what you're seeing with Instagram and YouTube today. Games like Fortnite Creative or Roblox Studio or Horizon Worlds are pumping engineering talent to make content creation more accessible to more and more users. So with the idea of this metaverse really looming, real-time 3D graphics skills have also the highest projected growth in terms of demand. Be it any job roles that utilize these skill sets or real-time 3D or content creation, they are growing faster than the overall job market itself, and it's also creating new roles that were unheard of earlier. So mastering interactive 3D skills can really benefit students and workers who are interested in career mobility, which will of course provide them with a competitive advantage in the job market. Skills like augmented reality or virtual reality or Unreal Engine skills are projected to in fact grow over 120% in the next 10 years. So I just want to leave with this note. Tools that were previously reserved for high-end visual effects houses and game development studios have now become increasingly accessible, affordable and pervasive to work on a global scale with all the necessary high fidelity for the new generation of creators that are coming by. And the entry barrier for learning these tools has never been lower in the history of video games, in the history of real-time 3D content. The tools are available for free. The training is also available for free. The hardware that is used to run these tools are also available for free thanks to the access of virtual machines on the cloud. And all you really need to have is a ambition and passion to learn these tools So really all you need is perseverance. Thank you very much.